Hello there, and welcome to our special traditional month on the Standpoint. Yes, this month of March, we are dedicating it to Ghana's cultures and traditions because we have so many of them, and that's what makes us who we are. That's our identity. People without identity are lost. What makes us Ghanaians is our culture and our traditions. What makes us Ewes? What makes us Fantis? What makes us Dagombes? What makes us Izimas? We need to take pride in it. And I love tradition and I love culture. Not just because I'm married to a chief. No. Because my father is from the royal family of Nkwantanai, near Kokrentumi. The current chief is my first cousin. So yeah, me too, I have some royalty in me. That's my claim to fame, you know. But today we are starting from the Eastern region and the Volta region. When we talk about the Eastern region, we are going to Isojaman district. We are looking at the people of Akwamu. Yes, my bias is there. You think I was going to do tradition without talking about, you want my in-laws to sack me. Yeah, we are doing Akwamu today. And then we are also going to the Volta region, the southern Volta, to the Sokwe traditional area. I have the Queen Mothers here to tell us the story, to educate us, for us to know that by and large, we are one people. Culture and tradition is what unites us. Politics divides us. Religion divides us. Education even divides us. But our tradition and our culture really can and must unite us. Welcome to the Standpoint. Let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. My dress was made for me by Leran Collections. Again, I say thank you. Thank you to Not Professional Makeup. I mean, you can't go wrong with their products. They're so light on the face, and their lipsticks, their lip glosses, their mascara, they are to die for. Thank you so much to them. My makeup is by, I am at _J Claude. Thank you so much to them. We take a break. When we come back, we meet two great Queen Mothers who are going to tell us history today. It will be something else. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. Yes, our month of traditions and cultures of Ghana, and the world is going to hear about us and admire us and know that we are of a special people with a different identity that makes us stand out as Ghanaians wherever we are. I have a very colorful set, and I have a representative from the Eastern and, of course, the Volta region. Let me say thank you to our sponsors, GTP, still timeless. You know, GTP believes in tradition. They love tradition. For over years, many years, they have supported tradition. And this particular program, this month of Ghana's tradition and cultures on the Standpoint, they are sponsoring us in a very special way. And we have beautiful gifts for my Queen Mothers, you know, before they leave from GTP and, of course, from Note Cosmetics. We say thank you so much to them. We also say thank you to Esteron Balloons and Accessories, who sponsors us. Everything balloons and accessories, just contact them. They will sort you out. Now, let me come to my panel because I am in a hurry to learn a lot about our traditions and cultures. Seated at my extreme left, I dare not point because traditionally it would be wrong for me to use my left or point somewhere at my left. So at my extreme left is Nana Adjoa Ojira III, Akwamu Adonting and Apegusu Hema. Akwamu Adonting, so she's the Adonting of Akwamu, and Apegusu Hema. She's a worker at the NCCE, member of National Peace Council, Child Protection, and representative of Queen Mothers Eastern Region. Nana, welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you.
And I must add that when I was getting married, she is the one who dressed me for my, wedding. When you saw the dancing crown that I did, she did, dressed me up and taught me how to do the dancing crown and how to do the duku and everything. Now that it's become a trend, everybody is doing it. I owe it all to her. Thank you so much, Nana.
You are welcome.
Welcome to the Standpoint. Next to her is Mama Adjesi II. Sokwe.
Exactly.
Hey, I got it. Sokwe, Paramount Queen Mother, Volta Regent. She's a teacher by profession and from the Obapa Foundation Advocacy. And she's one of the queens involved in the Obapa Foundation Advocacy. One of these days, we'll get them on set and really talk about what they do and what they stand for. Mama, welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you.
You're all looking very beautiful.
Thank you.
Let
You're
me
also
start with
looking
you.
good.
We thank God. Mama Adesu, Adesu, right?
Yes.
Is the one who prayed for us to start this program. Mama, why is it that people believe Queen Mothers don't go to church? They don't believe in God?
It's because of the tradition they believed in. Because initially, before you are installed as a chief or a queen mother, we use the priest. So they don't believe in queen mothers being Christians. Actually, they have another perception as queen mothers or chiefs possesses some kind of powers. So because of that, most of them don't know most of the queen mothers are Christians.
How long have you been a queen mother?
Actually, I was installed at the age of 7, and then up to the to about 28 years.
Mama, you look like 28 yourself. At the age of 7, you were installed.
Yes.
So how did you rule?
Actually, I was. The elders will say that oko dale amerewa taji, meaning I've been put on somebody's lap for the person to groom me. So as I was installed, an elderly woman was asked to groom me till I become of age to take the stool before I start working. So she was doing that until I completed my university education. Then I was coronated. The coronation was done for me to start work as a queen mother.
Did you even understand it? That you were a queen mother at 7 years when they told you you were a queen mother?
Okay.
Because you are not just a queen mother, you are a paramount queen mother.
Exactly.
So there are towns under you.
Yes. At the age of 7, I didn't understand it. But my father helped me in a way that he normally puts me on my toes. He prompts me, hey, you are the queen mother, some things you need not to do. You are supposed to do this, you are supposed to do that. So that made me learn wider. Even in the school community, I'm the questioning type. I like asking questions. So I started with the questioning so that I wouldn't be found wanting when I get to that stage. So my father was the one who groomed me more because he was the one always prompting me, you are this. We don't do this, we don't do that, we do it this way, we do it that way. So that is how come, as I was growing, I got to know the tradition and what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do.
So, Mama, you didn't get a chance to be a bad girl small. You didn't get a chance to be a rebel small. You had to fall in line.
I'll say when I was in the secondary school, it was in the boarding house. So in the boarding house, you'll be a little bit because my father wasn't there. But frankly, they call me the daddy's girl because every 2 weeks or 1 week, my father will be in the school just to come and check on me.
Oh.
So if you do anything bad, the teachers will report. So you have to be, even though I do them small, but it wasn't too much.
You were hiding it.
Exactly.
But the school, everybody knew that you were a queen mother.
They did. I didn't portray that.
Okay.
But the teachers knew. So they treated me in some kind of way.
Okay.
But the students, most of them didn't know, except those who come from my village.
Okay.
They knew that I was the queen mother.
Where did you go
Aside
to school?
that, I went to Sugar School, Sugar Secondary School.
Okay.
It's because of the chieftaincy. That's the reason why my father said I should go there. I was born in Accra.
They didn't want you to go too far away.
They wanted me to learn the Ewe.
Okay.
So I need to go there and then for him to monitor my day in, day out activities as well. So that is where I went to.
Okay, all right.
So I'm a Sogascan.
It's a proud one, as
Yes.
I'm sure. Nana Ojira,
Yes.
how long have you been a queen mother?
Let's say 6 years now.
6 years.
Yes.
But growing up, did you know that you would become a queen mother?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't even know what is chieftaincy at
Yeah.
that time until I grown up. My father, let's say my grandfather, my father's father was a chief priest at Ebri.
Okay.
No, a linguist
Linguist,
at
okay.
Ebri.
Okay.
So we normally go to Ebri more than even Akwamu.
Okay.
So later part, then I saw that I come from Akwamu.
Okay.
And I'm a royal too. So that's all. Until they came to my father and told him it is my time to be a queen. I said, me.
Media me.
Because I don't know anything about chieftaincy. So why me? And they say it is my time. So they need to groom me up
Okay.
so that I can perform my duties.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
Nana Ojira, you were already grown. You were married, I believe
Yes.
so, and you were, you had children. So, how was your husband and family able to accept it that now you are going to be set aside? Was it easy for them?
No, it was not easy. Let me say, even my parents are Jehovah's Witness.
Ooh, okay. Double trouble. Asama befie.
And see, you can look from that side. And my husband also, he doesn't even know about anything about chieftaincy. So they asked my husband, and he can't say anything because it is time
Yeah.
for them to come for me. So they asked him, and he said he doesn't have anything to say until now.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Ibusia jina dia.
Oh,
ni hweka.
Debbie,
Ombeji akọ.
Auntie, ono de ni obeka ni say you. Ti de kusi ya no.
How has it been so far as Queen Mother, 6 years?
It's not been easy at all. Looking at Akwamu.
Before we go there, let me say, when we say adont, you are adonting him. Adonting, what's the meaning of adonting?
The adonting is the next, let me say, the number two.
Okay.
Of Akwamu. When
Okay.
the paramountcy is not there,
Okay.
adonting is the next.
Okay. Okay.
So whatever we do, we have to go to the paramountcy
Right.
to ask.
Okay.
And after that,
Okay.
we go to the paramountcy again,
Okay.
so that everything will
Okay.
go on
So
smooth.
that's why Nana Afrakuma is the paramount Queen Mother of Akwamu, and she nominated Adonting
Yeah.
to represent her on this program.
Yeah.
So you are like number two.
Two.
So she has to come to you, or you have to come to her.
Yes.
Oh, that- okay.
So everything you have to report to her
Her, okay.
directly.
Okay.
If anything at all.
Okay.
You can't just stand up and go and do anything without her consent.
Yes, consent.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So there's hierarchy and there is
Yes.
respect in the Queen Mother institution, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the age.
No.
Okay.
No
Mama,
matter
you too,
what the age.
Yeah.
Once you are the next,
Yeah.
everybody has to give you that respect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, Mama Adesu, forgive me. You are young, right? So I'm sure you have queen mothers under you who are much older than you.
Fafa.
How do you manage it? How do you handle it?
It's been hard and difficult, though, but Tolerance. You have to be tolerant. Whatever it is, you should tolerate them because actually they are in the system before you started working, and they were even installed before I was. So you have to tolerate them and then try to collaborate with them. Whatever it is that they are supposed to do, you tell them, they try to give you excuses, but you have to give it to the other person who is closer because they are aged.
Yes.
And then they don't have that kind of energy a younger person would. Okay. So if there is something and then I see that they can't do it, I normally channel it to the younger ones to take it up for them. Okay. So that is how I've been able to manage my...
Okay. Let me take another break. When we come back, we'll go into the history of the people of Akwamu and the people of Sokwe. Let me say thank you to our supporters. That's a juicy juice time. Thank you so much to the 100% fruit juices. In fact, I need to sip a fruit juice before we go for break, but I'll do it during the break. And thank you to Gogot Yogurt. We are so grateful to the House of Food, Auntie Vera. So always grateful. That woman has never said no to us for over 5 years. She's been feeding my crew and I every time we have a recording. I mean, I don't know what I can say to her, but she's amazing. Even when she's traveled, she'll make sure somebody steps in to do it for us. These are all part of my blessings, my miracles, and my testimonies. That in July, the standpoint will be 13 years. Can you believe it? That's far by grace. We take a break. When we come back, we'll continue the journey of the Akwamus and the people of Sokwe. We'll be back. Ghana, oh say yeah, yeah. They always want to off my mic when I'm singing. It's not fair. My crew, they don't like me. Anyway, welcome back to the standpoint again. I say thank you to Yep Cleaning Services who make sure that our environment is clean all the time. This program is aired on 6 platforms. Yes, on Joy Prime TV, on EBN TV, on True TV, on Facebook, the Standpoint Facebook page, YouTube, and of course our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, powered by Dream Oval. Again, I say thank you to GTP for my club. This is Adepa Dumas. Adepa Dumas, you know. Our mothers will tell you that when we do, those days, Dumas is Dumas. Into Memu Royal. And Dumas. This is Adepa Dumas, and my dress was made for me by Leran Collections. Thank you so much to her. Makeup products by Note Cosmetics GH. We are so grateful to them. And of course, beautifully applied by I am at I am _J Claude. I have with me Adonting of Akwamu and the paramount queen mother of Sokwe traditional area. Let me come to you, Mama Adesi. When we talk about the people of Sokwe, who are we talking? Who are they?
Sokwe people are people who originated from Nwachi. That is the transition from Nwachi, where the king was rude to them. So they left Nwachi through a dance. Then from Nwachi, they settled at the bank of the river. Then they crossed from the Volta River, then settled at Sokwe, where we currently are at the river bank before you cross to Sugakope. So that is the people of Sokwe, where we come from.
So your area is the one that during the festival you do a dance?
Yes, we have a particular festival that we celebrate. We don't celebrate the Hogbechocho Zan.
Okay.
We celebrate Tochugbeza.
Tochugbeza.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the river crossing. Okay. That makes us unique. And it is something that It's normally done during the Easter time.
Okay.
That is the Easter Friday.
Okay.
The Easter Friday is the crossing. That is the river crossing itself. That is the Tochugbe itself. Then on Saturday, that is the Deba. Then Sunday we go for Thanksgiving, and then Monday we do our own kind of picnic. But during the picnic, we have something we call the dive-in, where the youth, they organize them, and then they stand on the bridge, and then they dive into the river.
Okay.
And then some use boats to cross to the other bank and then cross back. It's really an interesting thing. Yeah.
One of these days I have to come and witness it. So when we talk about the Sokwe people, you are talking about which areas?
We are talking about the Agave.
Okay.
We are part of the Agave, the South Tong.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you're part of the South Tong.
Yes.
And how many which towns are under that area?
South Tong. We have Tefle, Vume, Fievie,
okay.
The Agave itself, and then it's 5. So Tefle, Vume, Agave, Fievie, and then Sokwe.
Okay.
So we have 5 paramountcy in the South Tong.
Okay. So, but originally you are from the Aflao side.
We are from Nwache. Actually, from Nwache, they divided into several parts.
Okay.
So some people took to settle at Anglo. Okay. Some settled at, that is the Devie. Some people came southward. So we are those that came southward.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It was 3 groups.
Okay.
So as they divided, we came southward.
You came southward. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. But it's all part of the one big family.
Exactly.
Okay.
We are all Ewes.
We are all Ewes.
Exactly.
And before I go to Nanojura, do you have any idea? You know, Ewes, we have the Anglons, you have those. Can you give me that?
Yes.
The different, very groupings in the Volta region.
Exactly. You would get to know us by the way we speak the Ewe.
Okay.
Anglo have a specific language they use when they are speaking the Ewe language.
Okay.
The whole people have a different one, the Wadomes.
Okay.
They have a different way of speaking, and then we also have a different way of speaking.
Okay.
Actually, even though the Adakus are part of the whole people, they also have a way of speaking their Ewe. And then when we come to the Tong, we are the Tong.
Right.
We have Central Tong, South Tong, and then North Tong.
Oh, okay.
At that area too, we have different. Some people speak the Mafi, and then others speak the Agave. Okay. So we speak the South Tong speak the Agave, and then the North Tong and then the Central Tong they speak Mafi.
Wow. Okay. So it is possible that you are from the Volta region, but you may not understand the dialects of another. You may pick up something, but not everything.
You would understand it, but there's a slight difference among them.
Okay.
And then that of those at Jessica, they Fefie.
Right.
They normally it's a different kind of
you can hear some Akan words
yes,
in there.
the Akan mixed with Ewe.
Right.
They speak those kind of language.
Wow, we have a beautiful country, don't we?
Exactly.
Nanojura, Akwamu for mo pentokwa. Akoto pentokwa. Who are the Akwamus?
Let me say, the Akwamus were originated from the southern Sudan.
Okay.
And migrated at the Corn Mountains. That's why we have the Akwamus.
Okay.
The Corn Mountains during the 11th century.
Okay.
Currently, Côte d'Ivoire. The corn means Akwamu. Mention it. Say Akwamu bufo. Omo.
Okay. The neck breakers, and
only a din from the corn.
Okay.
Just Akwamu.
Akwamu.
Bufo.
Okay. Okay.
And only Akwamu.
Okay. 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 And then I say I corrupted to become Akwamu. But originally, a Bufo. Okay. The neck breakers.
Yes,
Okay.
the neck breakers. Our ancestors and also went to Seshi, mine, and came back to Abakrampa.
Okay.
From Abakrampa, they went to Asamai Kese. That time was Asamai. Asare Kese.
Okay.
So it became Asamai Kese.
Okay.
Because the Akwamus were warriors.
Okay.
And they don't want anybody to defeat them. They always move to another place.
Right.
So from Asarimankesi.
Okay. So when they got to the Asarimankesi, the person who was leading the warriors was called Asari.
Yes.
Okay.
The then Akwamu Hene.
Yeah, the then Akwamu Hene was
no, he left one of his niece.
Okay.
At Asari.
Okay.
Yes. So and went to Enyanwase.
Okay.
That is in Samum area.
So mudiamu baby.
Baby,
Let me take a break. When we come back, we'll look at some of the women who have made history. The Ashantis will talk about Nanaya Santua, but I believe the Sokwe also have theirs. I believe the Akwamus also have theirs. I believe the Fantis have theirs. I believe the northern people too have theirs. So when we come, we'll be talking. This program is about women, you know that. And we need to know our history, even as women, especially as women, because we need to pass it on to our children, to own. It's about rediscovering Ghana. It's about rejuvenating our mind and owning ourselves, who we are, our identity. For me, it matters so much to me that we accept that we are Ghanaians and we are people of culture and tradition. Again, let me say thank you to our sponsor, GTP Timeless. This month, make sure, if you haven't bought, even if you have bought some already, make sure you buy GTP cloth for yourself and then for your loved ones as well. We say thank you to Esteron Balloons and Accessories. We take a break. When we come back, more history to be learned. Welcome back to the Standpoint. This is the last bit of it. Oh, I am here. It's paining me. Oh, Mama, how do you say it's paining me in Ewe? I am here. Oh, cho. Maule.
That's correct.
All right. We say thank you to Got Your God, to Juice Time, Auntie Vera, House of Foods. Thank you so much. Yep, Cleaning Services. We are so grateful to them. And of course, Dream Over Hooper, our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh. Now, you know, for some time now, we don't have studio audience, but for this particular recordings, these particular programs, we do have one or two people. Of course, the Queen Mothers don't work alone. They come with some people, sometimes their whole team, but it is also proper that we introduce them. So Mama came with someone.
Mama Ahefobu.
Mama
Ahefobu.
Ahefobu. She's also a Queen Mother.
Yes.
Of which area?
She is from Pechipepe.
Okay.
We installed the various villages.
Okay.
So she is for the Pechi.
Okay.
Queen Mother.
Okay. And the next?
And she is Elizabeth Yeboah.
Okay.
Assistant.
PA Papa. Okay. And Mama Nana Ojuratu came with someone. He's
Felix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He helps in dressing
Yes.
you. Okay. All right then. Please, you are welcome. Okay. Now, Mama, when we were talking about, the Akwamus, you kept nodding. Do you know that history about the link between the Akwamus and then the Ewes?
Yes, I've heard something of that, where the son, the one who led the Ewes from Mochi, settled, those that settled at Anglo, settling there, he had a son, twins, Eche and then Charlie.
Okay.
So the Charlie did something and then he was punished by his father. So instead of him begging, he was on his toes running. So he left Angolo and then through the bank went to Akwamu, settled there, and then because of the powers they possess, initially from his father was a very powerful man.
Okay.
So because of the powers they possess, he started working with those kind of powers there, and then through history, we learned that the Ashantini, the then Osei Tutu, came to see him there and then took him along to Ashanti Kingdom. Okay. So he created the golden stool. So the name was Okonfo from Nwache. Okay. And then as time goes on, they changed it to Okonfo and Noche.
Okonfo from Noche.
Yes.
Became Okonfo and Noche.
That is what I heard from.
By enlightenment means we are all one people. Oh.
Exactly.
We are all connected one way or the other.
Exactly.
I know, what is our history, Nida?
Matikakra. Okonfo and Noche.
That is what I also heard. So it seems there is some kind of link.
Yeah. Because in Edumasa, for example, the Queen Mother who was there when I got married, also had the Volta lineage. I think her father was from the Volta region.
Okay.
Now, the current Queen Mother, Nana Efia Braketu, her father is also from the Volta region, and she's the Queen Mother. Yeah. So there's always that thing. I always wondered what is, but the Akwamus and the Ewes, you have something in common.
Actually,
you love each other.
The one I succeeded, the husband is from Somanya.
Is you.
So her mother got married from Somanya. The Queen Mother, her mother got married from Somanya. So currently my uncle is also a chief at Somanya.
We are one people. At the end of the day, I said we are just one people. I'm telling you, people, the thing that can really unite us as a people, and I strongly believe that, it's our culture and our tradition. Exactly. Religion will not do it for us. Politics, bobo, even football has failed in uniting us. It's our culture and our tradition. We need to hold it so well. Mama, so when we talk about the women, the Ashantis can boast of Nana Yasantua.
Exactly.
When we come to the Volta region, who are some of the women, apart from yourself?
Actually, when we talk about Volta region, during the time they left Nwache, the only thing we could figure out was when the women were ordered to be throwing urine and then water on the wall for them to penetrate through and then escape through the hole that they would create to the wall. And according to them, the women did that perfectly. But aside that, we are known for our singing and dancing.
Okay, Mama, hold on. They threw the urine on the wall.
Yes.
To create a hole, because it will weaken.
Exactly, to soften it. And then the leader then, who was Tegli, used a sword that has a poison at its tip. So he used it to, he prayed, he poured libation. After the libation, he called on the gods, and then he used it to pierce a small hole, and then it's due like a gate for them to pass through. True. So the urine and then the water helped in softening the wall so that they could escape through.
I needed you to stress that because recently I was talking to a group of women and about leadership, and I was telling them that warfare is fought in various forms. It's not only when you hold a knife or the sword or the gun, but the women have been part of the warfare by using the Ashantis will talk about when the women had to use their toma, the cloth they use for their menstruation to scare the men away because warriors were not supposed to get close to it. And now I hear about the urine.
Actually, we
My
also
next
use
speaking engagement.
we also use it. So we use the red.
The red.
Yes.
Okay.
We use the red, and then they normally, when they are going for warfare,
Yes.
they would ask you, the woman, to put it on.
Okay.
So that in time of difficulty, they use the lion cloth. That is
okay.
a go. We call it a go.
Okay.
They use it. So before they even escaped, the leader, that is Tegli, asked them, Obe misa never go, meaning tighten your waist. Use the a go to tighten your waist so that when you're leaving, this will serve as some kind of power to help them escape. And it really did. According to history, they couldn't even trace them. They used the dance. When they said misagu, that is the dance they used. So it was a backwards dance.
Okay.
So they would be dancing.
They do it like that.
Exactly.
I was part of cultural group, so I remember that dance.
So they use the backward dance. So when Ken Agokoli asked his people to follow them, they couldn't trace them. They would trace the lane and then they would come back to where they started from. So they couldn't find them. So it helped them escape. Now, when we come to our current state, we could see a whole lot of women trying to help the Ewelan.
Okay.
I would say we have few because we always are the patrilineal system.
Right.
So because the men have much power over us, we actually, during those times, we weren't having queen mothers. It was recent days that they started installing the queen mothers to help their counterpart chiefs.
Okay.
So we learned it from the Eastern and then the Ashantis.
Right.
As they were having queen mothers doing what a man could do, they thought it wise that women could also do same. So we also try to take up that kind of women role and then empowering the women to also take up as always being the man's role. So the men then also accepted that they should install
Queen mother.
women.
Yeah.
So that is how come they started installing women as queens.
Okay. So in the Volta region, as at now, if you do you think you have, like other areas, the Akwamus, for example, have women who are occupying male stools? Do you have something like that?
I haven't seen
anything yet. Okay.
Like that, and I haven't heard it. It's difficult for them to
accept
because as it is now in Anglo, I don't know the queen mother for Togbesiri.
Okay.
Because they were purposely for priesthood. So to install a queen mother, there will be difficulty. And I learned in the Ashantis, if you are not over 50 years, you can't be a paramount queen mother. Because you are not menstruating.
Okay.
You are not menstruating. So that menstruation would limit the power that they were using. So they were not installing women in the Volta at all. It was only the men's ward until recently they started. And even with that, there are some things that the chief will be doing. You, the queen mother, you can't go because maybe you'll be menstruating or something like that. So they wouldn't allow you to take part.
Okay. Akwamu, who are the women? I know Nana Frakuma has an interesting history. So who are some of the women that Akwamu can boast of?
Oh, actually, let me say Nana Frakuma the first. Nana Frakuma the first was that time too a powerful woman because at that time when her uncle was not there, he stood up to sit on the throne for some time because he was having twins.
Okay.
So they were fighting over the throne.
Okay.
So he stood there for some time and settled their dispute before one went to Doma Hinkro and the current Akwamu Fie.
Fie. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's Nana Afrakuma the
Nana
first.
Afrakuma the
The
first.
first. Okay. Okay. So the current Nana Afrakuma is Nana Afrakuma the second.
The second.
And it looks like history repeated itself.
Yes.
During her time to.
During her time to, when her uncle also went away.
Yeah.
He also stood there for 30 years, over 30 years, before he installed Nana Afrakoto the third currently.
So Nana Afrakuma ruled, basically held Akwamu together.
Yes.
She, the woman, held Akwamu together.
Yes.
For close to 30 years. Before Nana Afrakoto was the third.
Yes.
Wow. 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 Can you tell us a bit about Nana Afrakuma II's history? I know she was installed at the age of 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
And now she's 56 years on the throne.
On the throne.
So this year is 57 years.
Yes.
On the throne.
That's amazing. And one of the things that, Mama, you see at Nana Afrakuma's palace, which I find very impressive and makes me respect Queen Mothers especially, is the fact that she has pictures from Kwame Nkrumah to the current president with everybody there. And she has a saying that presidents go and they come. And she, the Queen Mother, is there. So politics will go and come. Our tradition will always be there. So I think it's so important we put the emphasis on the respect, especially for the younger generation, for our tradition and our culture. Nanojra, in conclusion, please, then now pesoka. What do you want to say? Then now pesoka.
Dear me person me can say my akwamfo man na ya adwuma na wo hwe akwamu a ma no e wotumi pa especially na Afrakuma ono no ye jase dom ni nyina panyi nti se okun bi beba kora ono no boaboa jase dom ene e ma na no na omuko ansa na oman no kora bem ena wama ebia ne se wama yetumi ema yenso yetimi didi yenkuro so especially divisional queen mothers no yete yenkuro so no ne tumi na ode amaye no tumi na owo no eno abi na ode amaye yenso yetimi didi ade wo yenkuro mu a yehwe ma so awaresem ene ohene kura yebesi no oba na sede so no paw
right
ohene
okay
international say Emma was the
okay. That's it. Mama, you say it in your language. In what you said you speak Tung. Yes. Say it in Tung. Okay. In conclusion.
Anya maybe magblo mi oto nyonu inebe. No ko kodo nyonu fiela. Anya the blue ko no. Eta Madwa love kuli nyonu fie de sia de ele hie me pe katambe no wa jagbagba edo no ko dasi no de na jagbagba na wa awanwie awe wa jegato ajefieto edo menya wo gake ukọ dalegama menye de ukwa mesia me ye ukọ dalegama onye bi ate awe yentita ukọ dalegama abinyonu fie nene eta madde kukube mi wodo ne mi odo wona de no wa jengo wa yingo na mi wa de tefeo na mi ha mi onko de wan oyoyo ma bia ale ne ole nyanu fiara obe nko yo ale tefo we de no wa yo mi ha mi onko bi mi ha mi tegbe wodo odegama akpena mesiame
mama. This one, you see, traditionally queen mothers are my in-laws. They are my mother's-in-law. I am their daughter-in-law. I've married their son, and so I have to show massive respect. But now I worry Mama small. Mama, do the thing for her. We'll dance. We'll dance the thing. We'll dance, Mama. Which one are we dancing?
Oh, Ellie.
Hey, my friend, you don't know that one. Mama, you start to show that. How do we do it? But let's do the backward one. Thank you, Baba. No, just on you say me also. Boma. Yeah. And I will say there. There now say sir. Which one?
Yeah, can I say?
Yeah. Okay. Na Akwamu for masa ni there. Musa there.
Boma no. Akwamu boma.
Okay.
Ansa na kiti.
Kiti no. Enti ubesa kiti anasa opedo. Ope boma.
Boma no I don't so pasa no ansa ni.
And yes it's a kiti. And your pacho sekiti. Besra sekiti no. Okay. K. Dada ohwe ohima fefe dada ohwe ohima fefe dada ohwe ohima fefe. May that same pray. I sure just to appreciate you. We know that when it comes to Queen Mothership, the Entumadie, you can never have enough. So we have this parcel from GTP for you.
Thank you.
And then this makeup, you can remove it for them to see so that GTP will know that I gave it to you. And then we'll have this for you too, Nana. Thank you. Okay. And then this makeup from GTP. This is Adepa Dumas. That's their premium cloth. And then these are the products. This is so much not done. So Mama, I'll change it to you. I'll change it for you. I'll give you, it has to be covered. But this is what Cone Professional Makeup gives them. They have their remover here, wipes. They have a small mirror. They have a powder. Okay. They have a mascara. Okay. They have a lipstick. Oh. They have a pencil. And nail polish.
Wow. Thank you.
Oh, for Mama.
Thank you.
And Nana Hema, the same thing in the cloth as well. We appreciate you. We say, keep doing what you love doing best.
Thank you.
Without you, we are not there. You lead the way. You teach us. We know that in so many ways. The woman of today has deviated small. But that will be another program for another day.
Okay.
But we do appreciate you. You are the custodians of our history. Exactly. So keep doing what you love doing. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you. All right, I'll be back with a bit of me. Ghana, 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 say yeah, yeah, yeah. Ghana, Ghana, Ghana. Listen, don't switch off your TV yet. But listen, this is us. This is us. You can't do anything about it. You are a Ghanaian. You are a Ghanaian. So you better sit up and own it. Own it proudly and be determined to do something about it. If you don't like the Ghana we have, what are you doing about it? What can you do about it? We have a culture. We have a tradition. That's what makes us who we are. Look, even the outside, the Westerners, the Europeans are taking our culture. They are taking our way of dressing. They are taking our fabrics and using, they are taking our edinkra and using it. And we want to be more Western than the Westerners. I've said this before, and let me repeat. Irrespective of how big and important you become in a country, that is not Ghana. No matter how well you'll be celebrated, a time will come when you'll be asked, where are you originally from? And he na wufi. Fikele come from. Ingbe oje. Where do you come from? This is Ghana. A time will come when your children, your grandchildren would want to come back home. It happened during the year of return. You saw it. They came in their numbers. They love Ghana. Now Stevie Wonder wants to come and settle in Ghana. And you hate Ghana. You don't like anything about, you don't appreciate anything about Ghana. Rise up, woman. Rise up, man. Rise up, young people. Let us cherish who we are and what we have. From the many years that I've traveled outside this country, and those who know me know that I've always loved my beads and my African braids. And I never move without them. Wherever I go, people tend to look at me because there's something unique about me. Even when I wore a suit, I will wear my beads. We have something beautiful. Don't let us lose it. When you lose your identity, that's it. That's all. That is all. God, in his wisdom, created you a Ghanaian. Let's celebrate what we have. Let's appreciate what we have. Let's respect what we have. Politics will go and come. Religion will go and come. Football, what have you, but our tradition and our culture will forever remain the same. Thanks for watching. You know I'm a woman with super crazy faith in God, but I know God has given us wisdom. And in this year of being extraordinary is part of knowing your roots. This month, ask questions. Where do you originally come from, even in Ghana? And learn a word or two in your local dialect. See you same time next week. Bye for now.